Hi, this is for Aquarius and Virgo. Welcome to an Aquarius experience. I will be doing a connection spread. I will pull a card for the Aquarius, a card for their challenge, a card for the Virgo, and a card for their challenge, a uniting force card, and also any cards I feel is right to be pulled for more clarification or advice. This is all for the highest good of the relationship between Aquarius and Virgo. Aquarius, you're taking a leap of faith here in this relationship. You're ready to set sail. You are ready to start a new beginning or continue on a journey. You're quite happy in going forth. You've retained all the nurturing that you need to successfully make it on this journey. In your challenge, you have the Two of Cups. This journey could involve a love interest, or it could be some kind of contract, could be work, doesn't necessarily have to be work. It doesn't necessarily have to be love either. However, there's a lot of emotion involved in this partnership. And that is what you're having challenge in, is this partnership. It could be a new partnership. It could be an old one. However, some things need to be adjusted, fine-tuned in the partnership or in the love that there is for you and the Virgo, or just you and another party. The Virgo, 8 of Swords. I feel like it is an opposite of the Aquarius's energy currently, where the Aquarius is ready to kind of set sail. The Virgo is still cocooned, has not yet completed whatever it is that needs to finish up, but all that is mental. The butterfly has already transformed. You just have yet to take flight. There's a lot of fears here, and maybe even a lot of obstacles that are keeping you trapped. It could just be self-victimization, or it could actually be barriers that are holding you back from taking flight, spreading your wings, and take off on this new chapter in life. For your challenge, that's pretty heavy, Virgo. It's all mental. These are all fears that have skewed your perception. of reality, and you are finding it so hard to change the negative thinking, to change the vicious cycle. Maybe it could be a pattern. I don't see a pattern here, but it could be a pattern. It could just be a pattern of negative thinking, a pattern of victimization. It more than likely is all in your head. The uniting force is the work. So there is something going on between these two individuals where there's a lot of work at play. So this very well could be a work relationship. However, if it's not a work relationship, there has been a lot of work put into this relationship. There has been a lot of work individually, and there has been a lot of work together. So that is something that you both share. The overall energies I pulled or kind of jumped out at me was the Mother of Cups and the Three of Cups. The Virgo has yet to tap in to their emotional side. It's all mental. What are you thinking? How are you thinking? What are the patterns you're thinking? Are you thinking negatively or are you thinking positively? However, how are you feeling is what's really important. How are you feeling? This Mother of Cups, she has her wing kind of out and over this cup, and the cup represents emotion. So have you had enough? Who's to determine if you've had enough? Is it you or is it those that are offering the love? So you are being offered love here. Are you using your discernment on how much you are able to handle? And you would think that's an odd thing to say. Too much love? Is it too much love? Are you receiving too much love? And you're saying, no more for me. I've had enough. That's just an odd thing to say, but overall, there's something about guarding emotions, keeping emotions at bay. You've had enough emotions. Maybe it's not love. Maybe it's emotions. Like you've had enough emotions for the day here. So overall, it looks like both of you are acting on the degree or the amount of love that's being shared, that's being drank, that's been being given. One party could be holding back on love, and the other party could be moderating their love in a healthy way. You also have the Three of Cups, which talks about coming together and celebrating love and connection. Aquarius, there's a lot of love here that you're finding it hard to give out. Finding it hard to give out your love, maybe to the Virgo, or you're finding it hard to believe in love, or believe in the connection, or in the partnership. However, you're ready to test it out. You're ready to test the love out. And the Virgo, just on a completely different page here. But together, you guys have a partnership, a friendship, or even a romantic relationship where there's a lot of joy. It's like a coming home energy. Could be mother-daughter, could be sisters. Any advice for the Virgo? Any advice for the Virgo? Justice. There's a sword here which resembles more all the swords here that you've gotten on your side, Virgo. So the advice is to be able to start organizing your thoughts. This is a negative thought. This is a positive thought. This is a bad feeling. This is a good feeling. And kind of make that distinction. Be aware of what it is that you are experiencing and feeling with each thought, and kind of organize that and separate that. Find a separation so that way you can actually see the positive. And all of these swords here are all just super dark, which I interpret as those being negative thoughts and thinking. And you have here this clear sword, white sword. So in order for you to get to that clarity, you have to separate your thoughts. You have to organize them. And not only that, but you have to control them. You're a bad thought, you go here. You're a good thought, you go here. I'll think about you later. And then also tap into how you're feeling. So if you're feeling, this negative thought, okay, are you thinking this negative thought here? Tap into what it is that the feelings that come along with it, and identify your feelings more than worst case scenario, your fears. And that will help you. That'll help you finally fly up and above and beyond all these things that are holding you back and keeping you in this victim state. So that way you can finally experience and celebrate love again, fully, with not just yourself, but your partner and family and everyone. Everything just comes together in this. Enjoy the love. Aquarius, I'll go ahead and pull some cards for you. What this Two of Cups is. Is this referring to the Virgo? Is this referring to something else? What are you finding challenging about the connection between you and another? If I see it, I pull it. If it goes back in, then I don't pull it. Okay. Okay. So Aquarius. Not sure if this has anything to do with the Virgo, but it's some nostalgic feelings. You're having trouble in your love life. Past love, not a new love, it's past love situation. Although you're having trouble with it, you are not feeling like the Virgo is. You are feeling hopeful. You are enthused. You're ready to take on whatever challenges this connection is bringing to the table. Again, not sure if it's with the Virgo or it is some other party. Doesn't seem like the Virgo and the Aquarius is an intimate romantic relationship. It just looks like it's a connection. What's to be expected in the immediate future for this connection between the Aquarius and Virgo? What's to be expected? Immediate future. Son of Wands. Some motion, some action. It's the only wand card here. So whatever work that has been put in this relationship between the Aquarius and the Virgo, it's going to give rise to some action moving forward, either individually or together. The work has been complete, and you're going to be moving on in a direction. I want to say together. There's a lot of growth that is happening. A lot of passion here towards that growth and towards that celebration of love. Okay, if you made it this far, hope you've gotten something out of it that could be for the highest good of the relationship. And until next time, thank you.